I've chosen to change my career 3 times in my life. I chose to get a divorce once, and I chose to bring Joy, my daughter, into this world. So I can say these 5 moments were the times I knew it was time for a change. For the past 20 years, I've supported thousands of coaches to look within, to draw out the truth and recognize when and if it's truly time for a change. I've seen again and again how the ego tries to keep us safe, but in reality, it holds us back from our full potential. And I've felt it too. Fear paralyzing me, whispering, what if things don't work out? What if I fail? I will never forget how it felt to finally decide to release situations, people, and titles that no longer served me. It was painful and at the same time profoundly liberating. I want the same for you. In this episode, I share with you my personal blueprint, the one I've used for decades on myself and with my clients, so that you can know with clarity and confidence when it's truly time for a change. Hello, my beautiful friend. This is Douka, Master Certified Coach and Director of Global Academy of Coaching. And today we're diving into a topic that can transform every single chapter of your life. Episode 25, How to Know When It's Time for a Change. You know, my beautiful friend, our brain doesn't really like change. And it's not because we're lazy or unmotivated. It's because our brain's number one job is to keep us safe, not to make us happy. For our brain, predictability equals safety. When things are familiar, the brain relaxes. But the moment we face the unknown, a new job, a breakup, a move, or even a new morning routine, the brain says, wait, what's happening here? And it interprets it like danger. Harvard research actually shows that uncertainty activates the same areas of the brain as physical pain. That's why change can literally feel uncomfortable, even painful at first. Here's what happens inside of us. The amygdala, our brain's little alarm system, detects anything unfamiliar and triggers a stress response. Cortisol and adrenaline flood our body. We feel anxious, we overthink, we hesitate, and then we often go back to what we know, even what we know, and we know that what we know isn't good for us. The brain is obsessed with efficiency. It loves habits because habits save energy. So every time we try something new, the brain has to build brand new neural pathways, new roads, as I like to say. That takes effort. That is why it keeps whispering, stay where you are, don't change. It's safer here. We're gonna die. But here's the truth. Safety is not the same as fulfillment. You can be safe and miserable at the same time. Another fascinating fact is that our brain fears loss more than it values gain. This is called loss aversion. We feel the pain of losing something twice as intensely as the joy of gaining something new. So even when the change could make our lives better, and we know it, our brain exaggerates the risk of what we might lose. And yet, every time we move through that fear, every time we choose courage over comfort, we're literally rewiring our brain. We're teaching our brain that growth is okay, that expansion is okay, that joy, change, and evolution are not going to kill us. So if you have been feeling resistance to a change in your life, please know there is nothing wrong with you. It's just your brain doing its job. And the beautiful news is you can train it to choose freedom over fear. So as I see it, we have 2 choices in life. The first is what I call the sleeping life, a life full of comfort zones, predictability, and routine, the life of Netflix. It's when we stay where we are until external situations force us to change. It's the life of scrolling. Suddenly, it can be a health scare, a breakup, a job loss, or a moment when life simply pushes us out of our comfort. That is the sleeping life, when change happens to us, not activated from us, not through us. The second choice is very different. It's when we decide to wake up, when we choose to work on ourselves, when we choose to clarify through trial and error what truly makes us happy. And then we choose to give it a real try, to test it, to live it, to see how it works for us or not. If it does, we continue. If it doesn't, we move on to the next adventure, wiser and stronger. So let me repeat. One way is staying asleep, a Netflix life, waiting for life to shake us awake. And the other is waking up ourselves consciously, intentionally, courageously. But there's another tricky part. Our brain believes that the second way, the path of growth and self-discovery, is literally going to kill us. It actually fires up the same fight or flight response we once felt when we were chased by a bear, by wild animals. Except now, the only bear chasing us is a little voice inside our head. So how can we make this little voice work for us and not against us? That's exactly what we're going to explore next. How to know when it's time for a change? Ask yourself, am I happy? Do I wake up every day feeling eager to live, not just to survive? Do I feel that I'm fulfilling my full potential, that I'm growing, expanding, and expressing who I am truly? Do I feel like I'm making a difference, that my presence in the world matters, that what I do leaves a positive trace in the lives of others? Now, this goes deeper, but do I feel that when I'm gone, I will have left my blueprint, a mark of love, purpose, and contribution that really reflects who I really want to be? And finally, my beautiful friend, am I using the gifts that God, the universe, or whatever higher power I believe in has given me fully, completely, 100%? These are the questions that, when answered honestly, will always show you if it's time for a change. Most of us, we're lingering in the middle zone. So what's the middle zone? What if you're okay with what you do? It's fine, it's stable. But deep inside, you feel like something is missing. To be honest, I believe this is the hardest place to be. Because when things are bad, it's easier to make a change. When things are just fine, it takes tremendous clarity and courage to admit that fine is not enough. I've been there too. And I know how much inner strength it takes to have the guts to go after change when everything around you seems okay. What has really saved me during those times is having an absolutely clear vision of what I want my life to be. It's like having a GPS destination. Without it, no matter how fast I move, I'm not really going anywhere. I recreate my vision every single year, sometimes 2 times per year. The tool that I use for myself and for my coachees who pay me 10,000 euros to be coached by me is called your life vision exercise. And I want to give it to you for free. You can find it in the description of this podcast. Just grab it and thank me later. I really don't know how people who don't work on their vision go through their everyday life. I know for me, I would be completely lost, reactive, and disconnected from purpose. My beautiful friend, your vision is your compass. Without it, you're just drifting. Now, if you feel that something is off, I want to warn you. Hey, it's okay. If you feel that you could be more, it's okay. You're in the right place. You're listening to this podcast. Know that this feeling is not a mistake. You have it because you're meant for more. That quiet whisper inside you is guiding you towards your next chapter, towards expansion, towards your truth. And the more you invest in clarifying what your next move will be, the clearer the feedback will be from the universe. It's like a conversation. The moment you take one step forward with intention, life responds with signs, opportunities, and alignment. So trust that feeling. It's your soul reminding you that you are ready for more. My beautiful friend, do you want something more? Beautiful. And then comes that little voice in your head, the one that screams, don't do it, you'll fail, you'll die if you send that resume. If you speak up, if you take the risk. I know that voice very well. It's actually what we're coaching every single day in Global Academy of Coaching. We all have it. in every single level of our lives. Now, here are ways that you can handle it. Number 1, challenge the thought. Ask yourself, is this true? Is it really true that you will die? Or if you send your CV for a job that you're not qualified? Will you die if you say no? Will you die if you take that step? Of course not. But just by questioning it, you take away its power. Number 2, find the fear in your body and embrace it. Where is the fear? Close your eyes. Maybe it's in your chest. Maybe it's in your throat. Maybe it's in your stomach. Don't fight it. Feel it. Acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I see you, fear. I want to embrace you. I love you, and I'm doing this anyway. Because fear loses strength when you acknowledge it and when you embrace it. And number 3, train yourself to get out of your comfort zone every single day. For me, it's triathlon. Training with a coach who pushes me beyond what I think I can do reminds my brain that pain and change are not enemies. They're pathways to growth. My beautiful friend, find your own way to train your brain that it's okay with discomfort. Because the more you practice being uncomfortable, the freer you become. Start with baby steps. I promise you will build confidence and create miracles. If this conversation is awakening something inside you, if you feel that gentle pull for more, don't let it fade away. This is your moment to take one small, powerful step towards clarity. The first step can be to download your life vision exercise. It's completely free, and it's the exact tool I use for myself and with my private coaching clients, and we use it in Global Academy of Coaching. It will help you get crystal clear on what you truly want next in your life so that every decision, every action, every change you make is aligned with your purpose. You'll find it in the link in the description of this podcast. Go ahead, grab it now, and start creating the vision for the life you're truly meant to go. My beautiful friend, let's recap. Change is not easy, but it's necessary if we want to fully live. We saw that our brain is wired to resist change because its number 1 job is to keep us safe, not happy. But every time we choose courage over comfort, we literally rewire our brain for growth. We explored that in life we have 2 choices. The sleeping life, staying in our comfort zone until life forces us to change. The awake life, choosing to work on ourselves to clarify what makes us happy and to consciously take steps towards it. You have learned the key questions to ask yourself to know when it's time for a change. And if you're in the middle zone, where things are okay but something feels missing, remember, that's often the hardest place to be. Get your vision, create your vision, create your GPS. Next step is simple but powerful. Download your life vision exercise. I feel it will be an amazing tool that help you get crystal clear on your next chapter. My beautiful friend, once you know your vision, you'll never again settle for just fine. You'll start living awake on purpose and in alignment with who you really are. Now, let me know in the comments, what is the one courageous action you're committing to after today's episode? If this episode inspired you, please share it with a friend who really needs to hear it. It means the world to me to hear what resonated with you. I read every single message. You are the reason I do this. And if you feel inspired, I'd be so grateful for a 5-star review. It helps more amazing souls discover the Global Academy of Coaching podcast. The more love we receive, the more visibility we get, and the more lives we can touch. My beautiful friend, if you've ever felt that spark inside you, that quiet voice that says you're here to help others rise, to change, to lead with purpose, then I have something for you. If you've ever wondered, am I ready to become a life coach? Let's find together. You'll find the free assessment linked in the comments of this episode. And remember, you were never meant to live a small, safe life. Until next time, keep thriving, my beautiful friend.